Hello, Jeff from FLE Reptiles, and today we're going to talk about what should we feed to our crested geckos. Stay tuned. Okay, so today we're going to be talking about what we feed our crested geckos. And as you can see, I have a few of them. So let's get right into this, guys. There's a lot of meal replacements out there. There's a brand called T-Rex, there's Zoomed, there's literally tons of them out there. But we have our main two, which are going to be Repashy and Pangea. I've used tons of Repashy. It's excellent food. It comes in a plethora of flavors. One time I had one gecko, for some reason, would not eat Repashy. So I actually switched up to a Pangea flavor, and all the geckos seemed to actually maybe even eat a little more than they used to. And I just kind of got a few different flavors, and now I'm strictly feeding Pangea. It works great. Usually what you do is there's directions on the back of any of the meal replacements. You mix it with a little water. I think it's like 1 to 2 or 3 parts water. But to be honest with you, on the back of the Pangea, it actually says can be served wet or dry. And now what I have found is by serving it dry to my geckos, I'm not wasting food. When I was mixing it and giving it to them wet, within a day or two it gets dry and hard and the geckos won't touch it. And they don't even eat half of it half the time. So by actually putting the food dry into the bowls, what I've noticed is my geckos are virtually eating all the food all the way down to the last drop, which saves me money since I have, quite a few crested geckos. But I mean, better yet, it's great that they get to eat all the food and it's not wasteful. Another thing that we might want to get into now, your crested geckos are going to do just fine on a meal replacement. They can actually survive and be healthy and thrive on any meal replacement that you give them. I would probably stick with some of the bigger name brands. But one thing we should really talk about is if you want a big, thriving, healthy crested gecko, you're really going to want to talk about some bugs. Now, two of the main bugs are crickets and dubia roaches. Now, I fed my geckos crickets for quite some time, and a few things I noticed was, one, they die really quick. 2, they smell bad. Just keeping those things, they smell really bad. And then another thing, they hop all over the place, and it's really hard trying to feed your gecko or putting them in your enclosure. A lot of times what will happen is the gecko won't eat it. I find them chewing up like the styrofoam backdrops, and then in turn your gecko ends up later on finding this thing and eating the cricket. Now they're eating that with the, I just don't even want to think about it. But that's no good for them. So I had a friend of mine talk to me about dubia roaches and said, what a great alternative, superior alternative to feeding crickets as a a bug for the geckos. So I looked into it and did a little research and found out that not only do they not stink, they virtually stay alive forever. Crickets just, I don't know, they last a few weeks and they're done. I get a big thing of dubia roaches, and those things throw in a couple carrots to feed them, and they literally last forever. I don't think I've ever had one die on me. My geckos get to eat every last one. Another really good thing is the fact that they come in so many different sizes. I can feed my hatchlings all the way up to my full grown, big females and extra large males without any problem. Also, one thing that I really love about dubia roaches is you can put them inside of a nice little feeder dish and the things don't get out. I don't know what it is. They'll run around in a circle in this little dish and they don't hop, they don't jump, they stay in the dish. The geckos know exactly where to get them. As soon as they hear the little pitter patter of the little dubia roaches inside the little cup, they come running and it's mealtime. Especially Beast here. He gets quite happy when he sees his dubia roaches in his little cup. Another really good thing is dubia roaches are actually 22% higher in protein and also have the same nutritional value as 3 crickets. Not only that, they are lower in chitin. And chitin is something that it makes it harder for your geckos to digest the food. So dubia roaches are just all around pretty much one of the best bugs you could feed your crested gecko. And if you're looking for a big, healthy crested gecko, or if you're looking to breed crested geckos, you definitely want to be feeding the meal replacement powders with a nice, big, fat dubia roach. Beautiful. So thanks for watching the video. I just want to encourage each and every one of you to like and subscribe. Hit the little bell for notifications. Next time I upload, you'll be the first to know. And I appreciate each and every one of you. And let's make that needle move. Thanks, guys.